Sonic the Hedgehog has gone through some interesting changes over the years, from its grand debut as a rival to Mario, saving aliens from an incredible interstellar amusement park, to whatever the heck this was. And what's a better way to celebrate that vast history than by doing it all again, only this time with double the Sonics? That pretty much sums up Sonic Generations in a nutshell, an anniversary title that took everything great about Sonic's history, throw in the great gameplay of Sonic Colors, and voila, you've got yourself a masterpiece of Sonic goodness. But how did it get that way? I'm your host for today, Joey64, and in today's episode of the Gaming Gallery, we'll be discussing the development history of Sonic Generations. Development of Sonic Generations began when the director of Sonic Team, Takashi Iizuka, realized Sega had no current plans for the series' 20th anniversary in 2011. The idea of a tribute game celebrating fan-favorite levels served as the primary inspiration for the project, and Sega gave the team the green light. And who better to choose fan-favorite levels than, of course, the fans? So during the early planning stages of the project, Sega's social media pages held various polls asking fans to vote for the favorite levels across the games. The results of these levels would contribute in deciding which ones made it into the final game. However, it's worth mentioning that these polls include levels that originated from Sonic and the Secret Wings and Sonic and the Black Knight, but neither of these games feature any representation in the final product. The idea of a tribute game was first hinted at when a Sega spokesperson leaked plans in an interview, described that a Sonic Anniversary game was in development for the Wii, Nintendo DS, PlayStation 3, and PSP, with plans for a Xbox 360 version in negotiations. Interestingly, out of the systems he listed, only the PS3 and Xbox 360 actually ended up having versions of Sonic Generations. That being said, there is evidence of the game almost appearing on the Wii and PSP. The Wii version was scrapped early on in development, likely due to hardware limitations. When asked about whether the game would be coming to Nintendo's next home console at the time, the Wii U, Sega confirmed that they had no plans on a Wii U version since the console would launch over half a year after Sonic Generations would be released. While no footage of the Wii version is currently available to the public, somebody did find a PSP copy of Sonic Generations. Although the disc itself was damaged and unplayable, it's safe to say Sega's focus on the console versions may have contributed to the PSP's version's cancellation. Sonic Generations would receive a handheld version with the 3DS. Sega claimed the 3DS version would be a celebration of Sonic's handheld history, although this doesn't entirely seem to be the case, as the only handheld exclusive game represented in Sonic Generations is the Water Palace stage from Sonic Rush. The major selling point of Sonic Generations was the ability to control two Sonics, a younger version from the classic games and a current version used in modern games such as Unleashed or Colors. Classic Sonic remains mute throughout the entire game, even though everybody else in the classic era speaks. This may have not originally been the case, as Sonic's voice actor from the Sonic Underground cartoon, Jaleel White, was originally planned to reprise his role. However, this never happened and classic Sonic remains mute. There may have been plans for a third Sonic who represented the Dreamcast era. The voice actor of Sonic during the adventure games, Ryan Drummond, was asked by Sega to re-audition for the role, but Drummond turned them down. No further information regarding Dreamcast Sonic is currently known to the public, so it's likely this idea didn't get too far into development. And one last piece of random useless knowledge, the Happy Birthday Sonic played at the end of the credits was recorded from a crowd of fans at two conventions. That's all for today, so thank you all so very much for watching this episode of the Gaming Gallery. If you like what you saw, there's probably more videos like this somewhere on the channel. Like button, subscribe button, and bell button. They all apparently do something, assuming of course YouTube doesn't break. I've been your host for today, Joey64, and if you'd like to hear me talk about other video games, there will be a link to my Super Mario Galaxy Let's Play on screen. Thank you all for watching this episode of the Game Gallery. Remember that in our hearts, that we are gamers.